vibing tonight from the backyard and the mood feel right. Talking big trips, first class flights, cruising the world, sipping drinks on ice. Sunset glowing, backyard living. TJ's talking travel, dreaming. Foods and sizzle, drinks are flowing. Vacay vibes where we going. Lido Deck with TJ. On the Lido Deck with TJ. On the Lido Deck with TJ. On the Lido Deck with TJ. Let's go. Let's go.
Wow, welcome in everybody to this month's episode of On the Lido Deck with TJ. I know those of you who are on the East Coast, you guys are talking about it's cold, you got snow, you got this. Here in Southern California, man, it's 80 degrees a day. It's hot. It's warm. I'm sweating. That's why I'm in the shade. I normally sit over there, but the sun's on it. But yes, it is warm out here. Welcome in to the Lido Deck. So like every time we're on the Lido Deck, what do? You grab a drink. So I'll give you guys a second. You get a drink and we're going to toast to being on the Lido Deck. Who is in the chat today? Welcome in, Paul. Charles of PNB. Welcome in, Paul. Oh, what we got here? Eddie. Welcome in, Eddie. Bill. Warm Strong Adventures. Welcome in, everybody. What is going on here with my chat? Yvette, welcome in, Yvette. Team Reese Travels, welcome in. YOLO, welcome in. Everybody, welcome in. It's weird. They changed some stuff on there. Ladesha, welcome in. Yeah, Streamlabs changed some stuff here on the chat. So I was like, this kind of weird. They kind of rearranged it. But welcome in. So, hey, we're here on the Lido Deck. What do we do on the Lido Deck? Grab a drink and toast. Boom. To everybody out there on the Lido Deck having fun. This is a tropical rum and Coke. It's actually a tropical pineapple rum. It's different. So I want to try a pineapple rum with Coke. And it's actually good. Will G, welcome in. Welcome in, Will G. I bet talking that smack. That's 15 degrees there. Oh. Yeah, no, it's hot. You see my hand and see that sun hitting my arm? Yeah, it's warm out here. Today, hold on, I want to do this. I'm going to talk about my first time cruising on MSC. And we're going to talk about Ensenada Bay Village. Hold on. Figure out how to do this. If you want to come on up, Bill, if you want to come on up and talk about MSC with me, come on board. So I was took my first trip in November on MSC Seascape out of the brand new cruise terminal in Galveston, Texas. Oh, well, G says 72 in Central Texas. Okay. This cruise terminal is nice. I think MSC did a great job on it. I posted a video on YouTube on it yesterday showing the parking structures, where to go for park for taxis, Ubers, drop-offs, and everything. Welcome in, YOLO. Welcome in. And so there's plenty of parking across the street from the cruise terminal. And there's plenty of parking in the cruise parking terminal. I want to say it's 4 or 5 stories high. Plenty of parking out there for you. And one thing I did like about that there is a bunch of staff out there to help you and direct you to where you need to go to park, drop off, all that good stuff. So they did do a good job on that. But again, I'm sure they got any better because when I went, it was the inaugural sailing. So of course everything is brand new, and they're still trying to figure some things out. Oops, hold on, I do this. Link, hold on. Paste. There you go. There's the link right there. If you want to come on. And so the security, so going inside the terminal was nice. The lobby was nice. Bright, like chandelier type stuff going on. Nice railings, back and forth. And going through the security line was actually easy and fast. And so at least MSC, they had that squared away on that. Welcome in, Texas Cruiser. Welcome in. So yeah, going through security was nice. In the lobby, it's big. Plenty of seating in the lobby in MSC terminal. Terminal 16. Plenty of seating. It was real nice. Of course, at the restrooms, water fountains to fill up your tumblers and all that stuff like that. But as soon as you walk through the cruise terminal, get on the ship, you see this nice, beautiful ship. Welcome in, Keisha H. The Seascape is a beautiful ship. I mean, just looking outside, and once you're inside, from the glass staircases to the artwork to the designs, it's something else. Majority of my cruises have been on Carnival. I've been on the XO class ships. I've been different that, but this MSC Seascape ship, the Seascape it's a different ball game. I like it. I definitely like it. My cabin was nice. It did have the glass shower door, no curtain. Had the shower door, but the shower's small. It's small. I'm a bigger dude, and imagine like taller people. We you'll bend over to try to wash your feet, or like your butt's hitting the glass. I left the butt print on that freaking glass. Yeah. So the shower is small. I had an ocean view cabin, and so what I had to do is just crack the slide the door open in the shower to bend over, so I'm not rubbing all up against the shower door. But yes, the bathroom was nice. It's not overly huge. It's decent. Just the shower is small. The room itself was nice, but there wasn't much room between the edge of my bed and the wall. So you have to walk side to get in there. Hey, you guys, welcome in.
Hey, TJ. Whoa, this is different. Hold on, this is showing me like really close. How's it going? And hold on. Can I hear you? Yeah, I can hear you now. How's it going, TJ?
Hey, I'm doing good.
And everybody else, hey, everybody in the chat. I wasn't going to come up here, but I said, MSC. I like talking about MSC, but it was like a lazy morning for me. So I haven't done anything, haven't gotten dressed, I'm just here.
So I was fortunate enough to go on this cruise with a bunch of content creators and an MSC veteran, Mr. Bill Warmstrong. And so, and I'm gonna take it back too. And I talked to Bill about this on the cruise. Throughout the year, Bill was always talking about MSC this, MSC that, compared to like other cruise lines, maybe Carnival and this and that. But until you actually go on the ship, I see exactly what Bill was talking about. Big, beautiful ships. I liked it. Um, I mean, Bill. I mean, what else can I say about the MSC Seascape?
Well, I mean, it's not for everybody. There is no perfect cruise line. There is no perfect ship. Some people like it and some people did not understand with people that didn't like it. But for me, and as far as what I do, I like a relaxed atmosphere, but a party atmosphere. A little bit. I don't. I used to go to the club every night. I don't do that really anymore now. I might stop in to say hi and do whatever and then leave. But the vibe of this ship, I love it because it's laid back and I like Latin music. And one of the things, I'm trying to think, was it MSC Seascape or World America? But like the silent party, or I'm sorry, the white party, it was a Latin theme. It probably was World America. It was a Latin theme. Probably turned a lot of people off because they're playing all Latin music. But I enjoyed it. I like all music. But MSC is a good ship. Laid back, nice vibe to it, easy going. I like it.
And what I like about the Seascape, it has 20 bars. That ship is so huge, you could go on basically any level, and there's going to be a bar there. And so there's a wine bar. Actually, there's two. So there's a wine bar. So if you want wine, boom, you got it there. Then they have a tequila bar next to Ola Tacos. And so there's a Ola tequila bar specialized in tequila drinks. And then there's the wine cave, which is next to the steakhouse. That right there for wine lovers. I mean, so they have the top-notch wines behind the case and everything. It's a nice setup. Like I say, romantic, but nice, cozy little setup. And you have your little area in there to sip on your wines.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it had a grown-up feel to it. It didn't cater to like young partiers and things like that. It had a grown-up feel. Kids were on the ship, but I hardly even noticed them because the areas I hung out at, the kids weren't, well, I would say not allowed, but they apparently allow kids in the casino. That's a different story. but it had a more grown-up feel.
Yes, and one of my favorite bars, which I ran into a lot of people at, was the Loft. I like that. It's got the dim lighting, speakeasy kind of feel, comfortable couches and chairs. They have like jazz music, R&B, like jazz musicians. It is nice. It just kick back, chill. It's just nice. And then there's a door that leads right outside. So if you want to smoke your cigar and sip on your whiskey and everything, you still listen to the music. I like that. That was my favorite bar in the ship. What about you, Bill?
Oh, that is. I've been telling people about the Loft for the longest. That's my favorite spot on the ship. This particular time, it became more of a meeting spot. And with the meeting spot comes a lot of groups coming in there and everybody talking. It wasn't like that before. Before, it was like the nice jazz, people sitting there listening to it. You have a couple little small conversations going. But this turned into like just a meeting. If you want to go meet, your friends and whoever, go to the Loft. And it made it a little noisier than usual. Usually you just have like the band playing and you really can't hear other conversations. But I still stayed there. That was my favorite place on the ship. And as you said, 20 bars. I didn't get to experience a lot of them because you know why? I was at the Loft.
Yes, there's so many bars, but that Loft is just nice. That feel of everything was just not. Again, I only hit maybe 4 or 5 of the bars on the ship. The Atrium Bar, which is real nice. The Loft, the Casino Bar. But yeah, they're just to do that cruise because it was a 7-day sailing. You need another. For me, I need another sailing to really see everything and enjoy everything on that ship. Well, what about you?
I've been on a few times, and I've hit most of the spots. And as I said, I love it. I think they put out a good product. I think Seascape, the way it's set up, is one of my favorite ships. It's not my favorite. World America is actually my favorite. But the way that it's set up, even when you go to the Cabaret Rouge or whatever it is, the nightclub where they have a few shows,
Mm-hmm.
the way they have areas set up where you can go off to the side and have a couch and sit there and have a conversation in the club. And I love the way that it's set up. I mean, there's certain things I don't like about MSC, but the design of it isn't one of them.
Yes, it's a beautiful ship. So right here in the chat, Will G said the shower is super small. Yes,
Well, yeah. And the porcelain throne it's like the way you sit at it. My knees are up against the vanity or so you have to turn sideways. I mean, I'm not to gross anybody TMI. You have to like sit sideways. So yeah, you're not sitting in there. Well, I'm not sitting in there on my phone. Blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to in and out.
Exactly. It's different. Hey, welcome in, Carnival Cruise addicts. On the go, YOLO. I didn't have a problem with my shower. It's bigger than the bathroom.
Yes, yes. I mean, it's functional for one person. It's functional. The shower, if you stand at the right angle, it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to pick up 2 or 3 more pounds. I don't want to do that because it will be tough. But yeah, it's not bad for one person. What I will say about the cabin is I wish they had a nightlight. When you get old in the middle of the night, you got to get up and go to the bathroom sometimes. And you don't want to cut a light on because, well, now you're going to be awake for the next 2 or 3 hours.
Right.
So they need just a simple nightlight at the bottom before you get into the bathroom. And when you stand up and walk, it comes on. But other than that, I mean, I think I like the design of the room. I like the color scheme of it.
Oh yeah, it was nice. It was at Carnival Cruise Addicts. Hey everyone, we were in a car on the way to Port Canaveral and going to see Tanya tonight. Okay.
Sweet.
Big Murph is in the house. Hey TJ and Bill.
Big
Hey
Murph.
to everyone in the chat. Everybody speaking to everybody. Will G, you get the stronger Latin theme going out of Miami.
And that's probably was World America. And some people that it just turns them off. The MSC, the food. When I went into the main dining room, it had to me like a European feel for the food. A lot of it, instead of some kind of chicken dinner that I like. Well, it would be like from France and Oku chicken, whatever it was. So I mean, it was different. Different doesn't necessarily mean bad,
Right?
But it was just different. I could always find something to eat there, and that shouldn't be a problem. But for some people, it is.
Welcome in, Invicta 202. What up, though? Hello, everybody in the chat. That is Fats from Fats and Tree.
I'm not gonna get on Fats because what up though is a Detroit thing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Fats. I'm just saying. What up though?
Will G said time of year made a difference. Also, it came to kids. And Texas Cruiser said he absolutely loved the loft.
Yes, it's the best spot on the ship because it had everything. It had everything that I do and like to do, except for sitting out, excuse me, in the sun. But it had a casino there, no table games, just slots. It had the cigar, place right outside that, and then it had jazz right there. Everything that I love doing. If I was on the ship, I probably spent 75, 80% of my time between those 3 places. The sports bar, watching the Lions, watching them play or whatever sport, because I like all the sports, but the Lions especially, sitting there, having a drink, playing a slot. You couldn't ask for anything more for me.
And Team Reach Travel said MSC is real lax with the kids, and they are.
They're a little lax. And then I'm not going to say they were a problem, but for me, it's I don't like drinking around kids. I don't like smoking cigars around kids. I want to be in a grown up space and have grown-up conversations.
The kids are on, exactly.
Without the kids being there. But I'm up here, drinking and hitting the slot machine. Come on, 7 hit. Come on, let me win. And there's a 5-year-old over there watching me. It's like, never mind.
Texas Cruiser said, I totally agree, TJ. I need to go again to really experience the ship. Will G said, I was at the Lost Sports Bar and Casino Bar mostly.
Yeah.
Same here. Keisha H said, Liz, enjoyed the meetup with Tanya and her mini-me. That's funny. And Will G said, banged my knees a couple of times. I'm sure that's probably like in the shower.
No, I'm sure that was on the toilet.
Oh, yeah, on the toilet. So, the food. So I went to 3 different specialty restaurants. I'll start off with Hola Tacos. Hola Tacos was good. It was all you can eat. They had a nice big selection of food. Different sauces for your chips and guacamole and stuff like that. The food was good. The service was good. The food was hot. The only downfall about Hola Tacos of where it's at, you're hearing the music from the atrium. So we had a live band playing in the atrium. So you really couldn't have a good conversation with people at your table because Hola Tacos was here. The atrium it was over there, 2 floors down, and it echoes up. And you really can't have a good conversation.
I agree with you on that one. I didn't go to Hola Tacos, but where it's located at, you definitely are hearing these surrounding sounds.
Yes, you're hearing everything. The band was going, and so luckily I ate by myself. I didn't have a conversation with myself, but I'm listening to the tables next to me, and they're kind of like yelling to each other to hear each other. So be prepared for that if a live band is playing at Hola Tacos, if you're going to have a conversation. But the setup is nice, the decor is nice, and the food was good. Another specialty.
You said that like not having a conversation with yourself was a good thing. I sit there and have a conversation with myself all the time. And problem is, I'm blocking out my own. Hey, how was that? Oh, I thought it was pretty good. How did you like it? Sometimes you have to have a conversation with yourself.
Yes. Another specialty restaurant I went to was the Sushi. I always pronounce it wrong. I'm looking at my little cheat sheet here. Kyoto Sushi Bar.
Yeah.
That is nice. You have 2 different options. You have when you buy the sushi the package. You can do the package where it's unlimited sushi and it's got a conveyor belt that goes around magnetically throughout the restaurant. And you can see, what you're getting. And if you're not sure what that item is, one of the hostesses or hostess will help you out. Or you can do the dinner package, which I did. You got 3 rolls, 2 sides, a main, and a dessert. And I did that, and I was stuffed. First of all, I couldn't finish all that. It was good. So on both of these, on the steak, on the sushi, and the taco, I did a video on it on the YouTube. The food was good for the specialty restaurants. And then the 3rd special restaurant I was with Bill Miranda from I Love Cruising Royal, and
Miranda.
I keep saying this. She keeps killing me. Miranda. Sorry,
she corrected me 100 times on the ship. I will never forget it. Miranda.
Yeah. Miranda, and Anthony from Anthony and the Move. The steakhouse was good, but I am going to put a disclaimer on it. It's not my favorite steakhouse. It's number, as of right now, it's number 2. I still have Carnival Steakhouse up here and MSC's below it. And the reason being, I know Bill's going to talk about it too. Okay, when you think of a steakhouse, like a Roost Crisp or something like that, or even a Carnival, you're expecting like some nice, smooth music, easy listening, some jazz, something just nice, because you think of elegance. You got your steak and your wine. They're playing Bruno Mars and Nicki Minaj, and come on now.
Yeah, it was, the music was a bit rough, but I have MSC Steakhouse is 3rd on my list. There were some of the things that went. The service, I mean, the food itself wasn't bad, but the service wasn't what I expected, like from a top-notch restaurant. It was. I mean, I'm not going to compare it to a 5-star restaurant on land, but it was just, I shouldn't have to keep asking for water. I shouldn't. The food, I mean, it's questionable as far as how to order a steak because you don't know what you're going to get. MSC is like my third. I mean, and it's not a big difference between them. I love Royal Steakhouse, chops, grills, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
I love their steakhouse first, right close behind is Carnival, and then MSC, which is still close behind.
Right.
But
and one of the things that Bill and I noticed, like when you're at a steakhouse, you're expecting top-notch service. So the server brought out the 4 different types of sauces to put over your steak, right? So they're lined up. They put the tray down. Well, it's not like each individual sauces weren't labeled, so you know what you were getting. It's like I'm used to going to steakhouses, and they say they bring out 4 different sauces. They'll be like, all right, this one's a chimichurri. This one's like a smoky this one is that.
Right.
You have to figure it out on your own. And so that's those little personal touches is what I was missing for the steakhouse.
Yeah, I mean, yes. I mean, that was one of the problems that I ordered a loaded baked potato. Loaded came out with like with sour cream. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, sir. Excuse me. Butter, cheese, bacon bits, loaded. Yeah, not sour cream.
Yeah,
that's like the last thing I'm worried about. Give me plenty of butter for my baked potato. Give me some cheese on a warm baked potato that will melt the cheese, and bacon bits. I'm happy. And no, I had to ask for it and go back and get this. Go back get. It was a tough one.
Yes, exactly. When you ask for a loaded baked potato, that's everything. Even if it's not on the baked potato, it's on the side for you to put it on it. Oh, and they had a butter issue. Remember, they kept messing up with the butter.
Yeah.
How do you have a baked potato without butter?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that's the way. And I've been to the steakhouse before, and I never had that problem. So I don't know what was going on this particular cruise. But yeah, how do you get a loaded baked potato with no butter? How do you have a baked potato without butter anyway? But I had plenty of sour cream, which I don't really like.
Yeah, I like mine with with the butter, some bacon bits, some chives. I don't do the sour cream, but yeah, at least have something else on that. Right here in the chat, welcome in Danny Dizzle. Will G say still haven't tried the Ola tacos yet.
I want to try it out. Next time I go, I definitely will try it. I've heard
Will
good
G
things about
said he agrees the service was lacking.
Yes.
Tex Cruz says it was okay, but I like chops on Royal better.
Same here.
And I agree with you, Will. He says 555 is first for me so far.
It's up there. I do like it. I guess I think Chops had a more relaxed vibe, more grown up vibe than Carnival's Steakhouse. It just seems so loud. It's like everybody yelling, and they have music playing, and everybody's yelling. It wasn't as peaceful. And on Royal Chops, it was low music, peaceful, lights dimmed. I thought it was a perfect atmosphere.
Team Reach Chop says, "Come on, y'all don't like steak with a side of ratchet music?"
I do, but let me start drinking before I start eating, and then I could do that. But no, just going in there like sober, yeah, no, it hit me the wrong way.
Yeah. Tex Cruz said Kyoto Teppanyaki, though, was fantastic. It was definitely at the top of my favorite hibachi restaurants. Will G said, I still like the Carnival's hibachi best also. Edna, welcome in, Edna.
I don't know why it seems like I'm zoomed in. Like I'm sitting back as far as I can almost in my chair, and it still seems like the camera's right here in my face.
Right. But yeah, so the food. So this was the inaugural sailing for the Seascape out of Galveston. So they did add a new menu to their MDR, and we were basically the test people for it. And I think they did a good job. That meal was a barbecue smoked brisket with a barbecue jalapeno sauce with collard greens, sweet cornbread, and coleslaw. So I liked it. For me, it was a good smoked brisket for a cruise line. You know, I'm not talking about but
Right.
you know what I'm saying. I had to say it that way for
Right.
a
No,
cruise line.
I do
The
understand
greens,
that.
no, the greens were a straight miss. But that sweet cornbread was good. Did you try it out?
I did. It was good. I think Royal does on Wonder of the, I believe Wonder of the Seas, Mason Jar. I think they had like the best cornbread I ever had in my life. Sorry, Mom, but I think it was delicious. No, I mean the food was okay. The thing I like about MSC is it's like they really listen.
Yes.
So if you tell them about the food, what you didn't like about it, I think they really listen. So I think it's going to improve. I mean, it wasn't one of my better meals there, but I really do think they will improve. I really, just because they want to. They, this first time in Texas, and what do Texans like? Apparently, Texans are particular about their food, especially the barbecue.
Yes. Team Reach Travel says I like the steak at Chops better, but Carnival Steakhouse has the better food overall, in my opinion. Cagney's on NCL is my favorite of mine too.
I've only been on one NCL, and I never went to the steakhouse. I've heard good things about Cagney's too.
Okay. So with the sailing, there was a bunch of us content creators. Again, like I said, it was the inaugural sailing on going out of Galveston. And Embarkation Nation, they arranged, and we got a chance to meet with the execs of the cruise ship and the cruise director. They met us at, it was funny, at the loft, like you said, the meeting point. They met us at the loft for a meet and greet. And it's not like they had to do it. They were generally interested. It was like a Q&A. They were just interested. They were asking us our opinion. Hey, what do you think about how we did this? What do you think about that? Hey, you think we should change this? They listen to us. And so I do like the fact that MSC is doing that. And one of the things that they're doing is changing their food menu options, because remember, it's a European-based company. And now they're trying to capture North America. And so they're changing out the food, because that's been the big thing. Of course, when Bill first started cruising MSC, the food wasn't that good. And you heard that on many posts and vlogs from back in the day. But they are getting better. And one thing that the head chef said, that they're smoking their meats. So it's giving a new flavor. What'd you think about that, Bill?
I thought it was good. I really don't have any complaints about the food. A little different, but different doesn't mean bad. You know how you go on a Carnival ship, they have the pot roast, and then the next day they have some other kind of roast or beef, and this one breaks it up a little bit. They have more of a European. As far as the offerings that they have more European type offerings than Carnival or Royal in the main dining room.
Right, they do in the main dining room. And the buffet, I like the buffet.
Yes,
the buffet, I would say, is better than some other cruise lines I've been on. There's a lot of different options. Again, you'll have like your European options and then your North America options.
Mediterranean options.
Mediterranean. I'm like, they're slicing lamb for you right there. They're doing this. They're doing that. I liked it. I liked the buffet. Plenty of options for all three meals: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And they have a kids line, which is kind of cool. It's like a little kids corner, and so it has like the little finger foods and that stuff that the kids would like, and all the desserts. And guess what? You saw all the adults going in that little area and getting all the desserts and snacks. But I do like that area that's for kids, so they have to go into a super long line and get stuff that they probably wouldn't eat. They had stuff that they would eat, like chicken strips, little sliders, just all kinds of different things. So yeah, they are heading in the right directions.
I think so.
Now, well, I didn't know and didn't prepare. Now I know, and I've been putting it out there on my social media stuff. The theme parties. So I didn't get a chance to go to any of the production shows because I was either in the casino or at the loft or the sports bar. But the theme nights, they have, instead of a 80s night, they have a 70s night. Now that was cool, because people had the big old bell bottoms, all the different colorful stuff. You got the fake afros and stuff, and they're playing the 70s music, Casey and the Sunshine Boys. That's what I'm talking about. They have the Soul Train line going through. It's just everybody of all races just having fun going through that Soul Train line and doing their stuff. I like that. That was nice to see everybody doing. And then they had the country night. Again, you're in Galveston, Texas. So everybody had their cowboy hat, country boots, and jeans, and out there line dancing and doing that stuff. It was fun to watch. I don't listen to the country, but it was good to it was good to watch and all that good stuff. But yeah, it was cool.
Boot scooting party or whatever they call it, scooting boot party. Scooting party, stuff like that.
Boot scoot party. So that's a good night. They also have a Caribbean night. So everybody's got their colorful shirts and shorts and Caribbean night, all their stuff. The white night, I don't know what to say about that. That white night was off the chain. I mean, I've gone on white night several times, on Carnival, but this on MSC, this right here, it seems like everybody attended the white night. What'd you think?
They do. Well, that's their biggest party, the white night. I think it's bigger than the Sail-Away party. Sail-Away party, it was a tough Sail-Away party because it was cool. I'm not gonna say cold because it's 21 degrees here now. This is cold. That was cool, and cool and windy. So it wasn't as many people out there as usual. But the white night is what they always shoot for, and it's a big party for them. So yes. If you don't make any other party, make the white party. I was under the weather on that night, so I didn't make the white party this time. Thank you so much.
Oh, welcome in, Shay Town's Adventure. But yeah, that white party was something else. We're talking, it was packed on the ground level, I should say. All the staircases, every level along the edges. It was packed, and it was a great party. The music is great. Where the stage is at, or above the bar, everything, it's just, I like the placement of how that atrium is, where you got the bar, and then the stage up there for the DJ and the dancers, and then everything. It's a perfect setup.
Yes, it is. It's for as far as atriums go. I think it is a. Well, let me not go too close to the screen. I think it is a perfect setup. 3 floors, and when you look up or you look down from like the whatever floor it was, and look down and just see all the people in white and all the flashing lights, it looks beautiful. Or if you go down on the main floor and look up, it had to be 5 because my cabin was on 5. So when I came out the door, I was like right into the atrium.
Yeah, Would you said it was great. What I remember, that was
See,
that was a tough day. So let me rewind. That day.
We don't talk about that day. We don't talk about it.
Yeah, it was a tough day, but it was good. That
It
white party
was a good day. That was I believe that was Paradise Beach Day.
It was.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Paradise Beach. So, that was my first time at Paradise Beach. It was Cozumel, and I had never been. I was going to go to the other spot. What's the name of the other spot?
Mr. Sancho?
Yeah, Mr. Sancho's. But Bill, Will G, and everybody, hey, come to Paradise Beach. I like that spot. They got the heated pool, so if you're there during the wintertime.
Yes.
I will
always go there for that reason.
The food and the drinks was good. There's a beach area. I just walked out there just to look at the beach area. They have the inflatable stuff out there for you to jump on, the kids. And plenty of chairs, plenty of umbrellas and stuff. And there's a bar out there, but my spot was inside the pool area. That was nice. Where'd it go? Welcome in the beauty. Oops. And the beard. Hey, welcome in, Beauty and the Beard. Matter of fact, I ran into them on a Radiance. Not Radiance. Was it on the Radiance? The Panorama? Is it a Panorama or the Frenzy? No, it was the Panorama. Ran into them. Great content creators. But so I do plan on booking another MSC Seascape cruise next year. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go on again. So I'll probably do it summer, maybe late summer of next year.
That'd be nice. Paul, I don't know if you're still in here, Paul. Paul says we have a cruise coming up together, and I want to.
Yes, you guys do.
What cruise is he talking about? Do you know?
Next December.
Okay. So that's an MSC cruise.
Mm-hmm. So Keisha H was, wow. That was your indoctrination to Paradise Beach. You'll never forget. Exactly. I was there with great people, had a great time with everybody.
Every time I go there, it's been a lot of fun.
What else about the MSC? Oh, so let's talk about the casino. Was decent. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at decent. I saw maybe one, maybe hand pay. I personally, when I was in there, I didn't see people getting a lot of hand pays like I do when I'm on Carnival. Even though the Carnival ships I've been on, there's more machines than what's on the Seascape. But at the same time, the machines in the Seascape are spread out. So you have the main casino, and then you have machines in the sports bar. And then they have a little tiny room that has machines. So the machines weren't hitting and paying out like I've seen on Carnival. What about you, Bill? What was your experience on that?
It was average, not a whole lot of payouts, but it did stretch my money as far as what I did play. I would have win line hits, and it was decent. I mean, there were a few things. As I said before, I went on a casino deal, and on that casino deal, I drank free in the casino, like on Carnival. You know, you would drink free. You drink free in the casino, but with this ship, with the slot machines in the sports bar, they let you just go in there and you just go to the bar and order your drinks from the bar. So I'm sitting there watching the game, drinking my drinks. You know, halftime, I go play a slot machine up there. MSC, I believe MSC is the one that has sports betting. For those, I mean, if you gamble,
yes, they do.
Apparently, I have a problem, but they have sports betting. So now I can be on the ship and bet on my Lions to win again, and bet on University of Michigan. Well, let me not talk about University of Michigan right now.
We ain't going there.
Apparently, we have issues.
That one right there.
We have issues now, so I'm not going to even bring University of Michigan up. But you can bet on games there, which I like. There was a Carnival ship. I don't remember which one. They had sports betting, which is only like 5 or 6 machines where you go up there and pick out the game you want to bet and things like that. But no, I mean, I'm telling you, MSC has some good ships, and they really listen.
And I like the bar on the seascape. It's kind of like in the middle of the casino, and
Sports
they had
bar.
a lot of attendants going through. Every time
Yes.
you turn around, there's an attendant for drinks. They're swarming you. They're swarming you. They're swarming you. So I do like that right there. I'm not a table person, but they have a decent amount of tables. Me, I'm just a machine person. But again, yeah, the fact that you could go across the other side and go into the sports bar where they got screens, they got all kinds of stuff, and they got slots. So you can sit there and push the buttons on the slots, and I can watch my Raiders play or whatever. And I like that aspect. Oh, here we go.
But they also, I mean, one of the better things. I mean, I know we named a lot about that sports bar and stuff like that. The little private booths that you can go to with the TVs.
Yeah. So they have these little private booths. Some you can seat like 4, some you can seat maybe like 10. Little cubby hole area. You got your own your little spot. And so it's a first come, first serve.
Yeah.
And let's say it's showing a game you don't want to see, you want to see your game that's showing like on the other screens in the bar. You get a hold of one of the bartenders and they'll switch that little TV to yours. So that is real nice. So there on a Sunday, if you want to get one of those little cubby holes, you need to get there by like what, 8:30, 9 o'clock to lock it down for the 10 o'clock games. So yeah, that was real nice about that. Now the drinks in the sports bar, they were good. They had, when I saw at any given time, like 3 to 4 bartenders. So they were,
yeah.
They were fast.
Even for the like the waiters or waitresses that went around to the machines, I felt like there were enough of them where you didn't have a long wait.
Right, exactly. And so we were able, like I talked before, we were able to talk to the executive staff and everything. And they did say that they're building 15 new ships within the next 16 years. That's one ship a year, basically.
Yeah.
So they want to be the number one. They want to be above Royal. They want to be above Carnival. So who knows where these ships are going to go out throughout the world, but they're in it. And they have rights to a dedicated shipping yard. That's why they're able to do that. Unlike other cruise lines, they have to share different, shipyards that build, with that. They have exclusive rights to a certain one to build their ships. So that's how they're able to just bam, 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 knock them out.
Well, the great thing about MSC is, well, I think it's great, is because it's a privately owned company. Royal, Carnival, Norwegian, all these other ones are publicly owned. I mean, publicly owned. That's the reason they can keep their ship costs down. So, like, World America, when it came out, it was cheaper. I love that, but they don't have stockholders that they have to answer to. It's a Mediterranean shipping company. So like during COVID, when the world was shut down but things were still moving from country to country, they were doing it. So they didn't lose the money that like Carnival and Royal lost. They were still making money. The company itself was still making money. But yeah, I can't wait to see their ships. I just hope that they put more innovation into it. Matter of fact, the one we were talking about with Paul, if it's the one in December of 2026, we're going on MSC World Asia.
Right.
And don't ask me why they have World Asia going out of Barcelona. Because the last I checked, that wasn't Asia, but I don't know. But anyway, I want to know the thought process behind that. But we're going to go fly over. I guess he's flying over to Barcelona. Maybe he's taking a cruise over and then going to stick around and hop on that. I don't know, but I was trying to reach out to him. Apparently, he doesn't have like Instagram or Facebook where you can send messenger or little messages. So that's. But you answered my question whether or not that was the cruise. So that's good. At least I know somebody on the cruise.
And I'm trying to put some pieces together. It's going to run into my other topic too. So they are going to be building a cruise terminal and the Port of Los Angeles. We've kind of known that here because I have some friends that are dock workers out there. MSC has had a rep for a while out here, but they are building one. So figure they want to take over North America. So you figure, they do. They'll go out in New York, then you got Florida. Now you got Galveston down here. Now come over to the West Coast, and bam.
Well, I think they're leaving New York. If I'm not mistaken, I think they're leaving. The Maravillia was out of New York, and I think they're leaving there.
And
but go ahead.
Oh, and they're bringing over, was it the Piosa? Is that how you say it? Over to Seattle to do Alaska sailings.
Yes.
And so now MSC is going to be in that Alaskan sailing game. And with them coming over the West Coast, there are several things they can do. Of course, the Mexican Riviera, where you go to Ensenada, Cabo San Lucas, Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan, Catalina Island. They could do the Hawaii cruise. So there's a couple different options. So they can actually bring 2 different ships over here. One could do the Mexican Riviera, like the 7 and 8 day, where it goes to La Paz. And the other one could do like the booze cruise, which the Radiance does, Carnival Radiance does, like the weekend one, Friday to Monday and whatever. So they could do that. And then that ship could venture off and do Hawaii sailing. So yeah, they could bring 2 ships over here. And that will be a real good game changer for the West Coast, because Royal Caribbean already punched Carnival in the mouth by bringing over 2 Quantum class ships. I'm sorry, I like Carnival. I'm gonna continue, but when Royal brought over initially brought over Ovation of the Seas, it left, and now Quantum of the Seas is staying. Come on now, you got a nice big beautiful ship, a Quantum class ship with all these amenities for kids and families with iFly, the Flow Rider, the Sportsplex with the bumper cars, pickleball, all that stuff. The North Star Observation Center, they put Carnival on the heels. And the thing is, when Royal did that, their prices weren't high. They were just the same or cheaper than Carnival doing the same sailings.
Yes.
And so that really put Carnival up on game. Now MSC, they want some of that money. They want to partake in that.
Well, I've always told you my problem with the West Coast. First of all, I left out of Long Beach in July for my birthday cruise, and at night it was so cold I couldn't even go outside and smoke a cigar. The West Coast is a different animal. Down in the Caribbean, when it's warm, it's warm. The water's warm, everything's warm. Over there, it's like the Pacific Ocean is cold no matter what time of year.
Right, but once you get in those Mexican waters, it is hot and humid.
It gets hot.
Leaving out of Long Beach is different. So will you say Ace class is supposed to be bigger than the Icon class?
That's interesting. I'm gonna do it, but I'm getting tired of these. I'm kind of tired of these mega ships. I wish they would, like MSC. I wish they would design like a smaller ship, but with the amenities, some of the amenities of the bigger ships. But we'll see. The Ace class is going to be interesting to see if Carnival is going to be an innovator or copycat. Because MSC, World America was just basically a copycat of Oasis class ship, pretty much, except for the Aqua Show.
Right. Well, Jenny Marie said World Asia would be a great ship for West Coast.
World Asia would be perfect for Singapore.
Exactly. I mean, Asia has World Asia in it.
But World Atlantic is going to Port Canaveral, I believe.
Right. Oh, welcome in, Sig, the solo cruiser.
Bragging.
This thing, while packing up on Scarlet Lady. Look at that. That's a flex right there.
That
have
is.
a good time out there, Sig. She's like, bam. This is what I'm doing.
I'm going on my first Virgin Voyage in January, and I'm really interested to see, because it could have the vibe that I'm looking for. the adults only, kind of laid back.
Mm-hmm. Jenny Marie said, I do not like Royal Quantum class. Very boring and limited free dining options. I've only been on one, Jenny. Here in Los Angeles, we have Navigator of the Seas and then Quantum of the Sea. So Quantum is the biggest ship that they have over here based on the West Coast. So Quantum is like, for us, it's nice. Of course, we don't have the Icon class stuff, but I like it. I like it. And so, it's new to us over here on the West Coast.
I've never been on a Quantum class. I get offers. I still may come out there one of these days because I'm looking for cruises. I just don't like going out there, especially in the winter months, because during the winter month, it's just cold, and it's fine during the daytime, but at night, it's cold weather. It's
it's going to be cool going out. Then you're hot in Mexico, and all that stuff. And then when you come back from Ensenada, the next day, it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Team Retravel, Road keeps teasing a new, smaller class.
That's what I'm looking forward to see what happens.
We'll be willing to try MSC. Are they as fun as Carnival? Rows are let down in the fun department. So, Beauty and the Beer Adventures. So, look at this. So, the sail away party on MSC, it's not like Carnival. It's not the big turn up, and you have hundreds of people out there dancing and doing the Cupid shuffle, doing this line. It's just not. It's not that. But it is fun. They do have activities throughout the ship all the time. Teaching different dances, different things. So you can do as much like anything. You can do as much as you want or as little as you want. So it's a good experience. Like I said, I've only had one experience, and that's the Seascape. For me personally, I would say try the Seascape out of Galveston, because it seems to me from listening and talking with Bill, it's different than what's going on in Miami. But I'm sure that they're changing stuff on the seaside and seashore, the other ships that they have, to be more North Americanized. We'll say that as it comes to.
Well, they are. I think the party. I think the party from Miami is more Carnival based. As far as the parties, always upbeat and things like that. Virgin charges fees at the slot. So, whoa, yeah. See, Virgin's you're cutting me off of Virgin already.
You gotta bring that cash, Bill. You gotta bring that cash.
Don't do that. I'm getting off the subject, but Carnival to me is going to have if you're looking for like a young person looking for a party all the time, Carnival is your ship. Royal is trying to get there, like with the Wonder of the Seas, the booze cruise, and so they're trying to get to that party all the time. MSC is they have parties, but it goes. They're when people come over from Europe, a lot of them cruise on MSC. So you're gonna have a Latin theme a lot of times. If you don't like dancing to Latin music and Fireball, if you don't like listening to that all the time, it might not be for you. MSC, going back to the gambling, MSC doesn't charge you. They don't charge you money at the tables, and they don't charge you money from the slot machines. As far when you charge to your room, so you have a credit card linked to your room or a cash linked to your room. Mm-hmm. On like Royal and Carnival, at the table games, they charge you like 3%. Carnival, 3% at the table, free if you're at a slot machine. But whoever was saying that I don't know who said it, but if you're telling me that even the slot machines I gotta pay, yeah, I won't be getting casino deals from them more than likely.
Sig was like, I didn't realize you haven't sailed Virgin yet, Bill. Yes, I just relaxed on the sailing.
Yes, and
it was nice.
Yes, I that's what I'm looking at the videos. That's what I'm picturing. It's not like they have a couple of party nights, maybe party every night, but they have, a couple of big nights that go, but the rest of the time it's not like that. I can go sit down in the atrium and just relax. I can go sit outside on the Lido deck without music blasting continuously.
Right. So Team Reach Travel said, I like Quantum class, but I can see how it would be a little disappointing after an Oasis or Icon class.
I like Royal's older ships. I think they keep them up. You don't have the same options. I mean, that's
Right.
smaller ships. I'm going on Freedom in January. Freedom of the Seas. Yeah, I'm not expecting an Oasis class ship. Just give me a good time, decent shows. I'm good.
So the Beauty and the Beard Adventures. Now we have 3 excuses to sell out of Galveston.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you're going with open mind, it's like Virgin. Going with open mind, I think you have fun. If you go in there, really closed minded, yeah. Oh, Virgin, they're this, they're that. I think if you're going with open, and I'm trying to go in with open mind, I think it looks like my type of ship, and Seascape is the same way. MSC is the same way.
Right. Exactly. I like it. Where'd it go? So I'll be hitting my first Virgin cruise in February on the Scarlet Lady. I should rephrase that, Bill.
Yeah. Phrasing. I mean, I'm just saying, phrasing means everything. Phrasing.
Yeah, it does. But yeah, so that's gonna be interesting. That'll be nice. So actually, I'm doing 2 Virgin voyages within like 2 months. So February, Scarlet Lady, and then April, the Brilliant Lady when it comes over to Los Angeles. That's the new ship that came out a couple of months ago. That's out of New York right now. So at least I'll be get a chance to do that. That would be good. Again, all these cruise lines are putting Carnival on notice when it comes to the West Coast, because MSC is bringing over a ship to Seattle to do Alaska. They're building a cruise terminal. Now you got Virgin Voyages bringing over a ship, doing Mexican Riviera cruises, sailings, doing Alaska sailings.
They had fun while it lasted.
Yes. So that's going to go into the next topic, Bill. Hold on. So while I was on the Panorama, we were at Ensenada, and I know they had a lot of stuff going out there. There's a lot of federales and some Navy sailors and stuff, and an event type thing. Well, Christine Duffy came on board and made an announcement apologizing, our late departure, and she announced about the Ensenada Bay Village. It's going to be Carnival's new shore destination on the West Coast. So now Bill Ward's talking about Carnival's always behind the ball on things, behind the ball on building ships, behind the ball on building private destinations. Well, this is going to be the first private destination from a cruise line on the West Coast. And it's funded by the cruise port. There's the ECV, the Mexican government, and Carnival. They say it's going to cost a little over $26 million to build. What are your thoughts on that? That's just a straight game changer.
It is. I think Carnival's going to fumble that idea, but it's perfect. I mean, the idea of them open up their private, it gives another spot, on the West Coast. However, I mean, like Carnival, my opinion, they fumbled the idea on Celebration Key.
Oops.
Am I still there?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure something out here. Go ahead.
Okay, no. Oh, see, I don't look so close there. Right there, I look really close. But anyway, Celebration Key is a beautiful island. They have a little problem with the rock on the beaches, but with the drink package not working, with the food being limited, I think they really fumbled the ball, because I mean that means a lot to a lot of people. So, every other island, the drink package works on the island. So if they build this resort, who wants to have a drink package that you can't use for 8 hours on, one of the days because you're on the island? Your island, not like just an island, on your island. You're confusing an old man, right?
Yeah, I know.
but who likes that idea? Have where the drink package works. You can have, places where you have to pay for, but let the people grab 2 or 3 burgers if they want to, because maybe they don't want to spend any money. Let them grab some fries, and a taco. Don't make me make a decision that's going to last the entire day unless I'm going to pay for it. So that's what I just hope they don't. I hope they change that policy. Probably not, because to me it's a money grab. But I think it's a great idea that they're going to the West Coast to do that, though.
So with that, they're going to have it's going to create about 350 direct jobs and 800 indirect jobs for the area, which is good. But this Ensenada Bay Village is going to be broken up in 2 spots: the venture part and the village part. So here's a list of some of the amenities it's going to have: a zip line, river ride, a scenic boat ride, a dune rally. So, Baja, Ensenada is known for the Baja races and stuff. So It's like going to have from the renderings, a course where you can rent, looks like quads and stuff, and you can do a Baja course.
Nice.
A chocolate and tequila tasting, as well as the Valle de Guadalupe wine and cheese pairing. Thermal springs, an adults only baby beach. Again, adults only, which I like. Baby beach and pool wellness area, and different areas for activities for families, crafts, and regional cuisines. So you look at this rendering right here. Can you see my mouse on here, or does my mouse show up?
I don't see it.
Okay.
Well, hold on. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Put it up there again, your mouse.
Okay. Yeah, I can't see my mouse. But anyway, so You can see the rendering right here. And so that's what it looks like right there. So you have all that open space, because when you get out there, that's a dirt field and a soccer field, and then on the side. And so we'll go to the next one. Bam. So you can see the dirt track area right here on this one. And it does look like they're going to redo the terminal, because those buildings aren't the same buildings that are there now.
Okay. Yeah. Well, they have a golden opportunity.
They do. I mean, because there's a lot of people that don't, want to leave the cruise port. Oh, it's Ensenada and like that. But it's kind of cool as your ship is pulling up. And then imagine your ship is pulling up and you're seeing this. And you don't have that long walk like you do like at some cruise ports, on the pier. It's right there in your face. Like Celebration Key, you get shuttled, or Cozumel and other places, it's right there in your face. And look, this rendering looks nice.
Don't nickel and dime the people, though. That's just don't start doing that. That's the only thing I just don't do that. Have your excursions with the dune buggies and all this, and have that, but don't nickel and dime everybody. And I think it'll be a winner. I think it's going to be a winner until somebody else decides to develop out there.
Like Jenny Marie said, a private destination is very smart for West Coast. Itinerary can be repetitive. Need more developed ports. Yes. And that I've been preaching that for the longest, and they were limited. But this is as I said, Carnival. Bravo for Carnival for coming up with this first. I'm surprised Royal didn't do it, but exactly. So
for Carnival for doing it.
Hey, welcome in, Kisha. Welcome in, Kicking It with Kisha. So here's the thing. So how is this going to work out? So as of now, only 2 ships can dock at the same time at Ensenada. Now Royal Caribbean goes there. Ovation of the Seas goes there. Of course, you have, again, it's the Carnival Corporation. So of course, Holland America goes there. Princess and all that. So how's that going to go for Royal and the other cruise lines that go to Ensenada? Because it's right there. It's not like you have to drive and hit the destination. It's right there. The cruise port is Carnival Corporation going to charge the other cruise line to use that facilities? What's going to be up with that?
They might, if they only have 2 ships out there, they maybe they will. Maybe they allow, some of the other cruise lines to do it. Hey, Jenny, I'm not complaining about the place. I'm just saying what I hope they don't do. Based on Celebration Key, I felt when I went on the island, it felt like I'm being nickel and dime to death. And all I'm saying is I hope they don't do that with this particular island. I think this could be a gold mine for them if they do it right. If they do it right.
So as it comes on, as the progress goes on, we'll be able to see, is the drink package going to work there or not, or like the food or something. So we'll be able to see. Because remember, it is Mexico. It's a different beast than other places. So we'll see what's going on. Look at this. You got a riverboat tour. You're in the boat and you can do, in the destination, and that's me up there in the air ziplining. So, this is the village part. So you have a nice little stuff. So I'm assuming it'd be nice little romantic, maybe on the boat or just on the boat tour cruising around.
Right.
Because it's saying it's going to have an 18th century style California look to it, so they're still keeping it Mexico, California-ish build structure to it.
Right.
And then again, I see a swim up bar here, like a little jacuzzi, little area right here.
Come up with a heated swimming pool, maybe.
Yes, I can see.
Certain things they need to do because of their location. Summertime, fine, no heated swimming pool. I get it. In November, December, January, February, you're going to need a heated swimming pool for people to sit there and enjoy it.
Jenny, she's on you. She's on your bumper, Bill.
Well, that's why I was answering that question. Well,
Yeah.
like I'm not complaining about it. I just hope they fix some of the issues. I think there are issues from Celebration Key. Celebration Key was a brilliant idea.
Right. And so I like Celebration Key. I've been there twice. So I think they've probably learned from that do's and don'ts. And maybe they'll listen to people on inputs on maybe the drink package or this or that. So we'll see. Your favorite couple said, "Good afternoon. Can't wait to see this unfold. This is much needed." It is. It's much needed here for the West Coast. Because like Ensenada to us is like Nassau to you guys. Every ship goes through Ensenada. So it's like, all right, you can only do so much in Ensenada, pops a beer, Housons, going to town. So this is kind of cool where you're right there and you got everything. And so the cool thing is I have a lot of cruises that, here on the West Coast. So I'll be able to see the development and I'll keep everybody informed and to know and show pictures and stuff and video of the construction. Because when I was just on the Frenzy, I can't even say last week. When I was on the Frenzy on Thursday? What's today? Saturday? Friday. No, Thursday. We were out there in Ensenada. We can already see the surveyors. They already got equipment out there. Surveyors, they're already doing it. So this is why I say things come to play. And maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm right. So spring of 27, Carnival has the XL class ship Festival coming out. And it's going out of Port Canaveral. Well, spring of 2028, you have the last of the XL class ships, the Carnival Tropical. What's supposed to be opening spring of 28 or maybe before? Ensenada Bay Village. Who doesn't have a XL class ship? The West Coast doesn't. I may be putting 2 and 2 together. The only thing that's stopping for an XL class ship to coming over the port of Long Beach is the parking situation. But insiders say that Long Beach has been approved to develop their and deal with the parking situation, another parking structure, build onto it or add or do something to it. So if we see something within the next 6 to 8 months of them adding on to the parking structure or building a parking structure, that kind of coincides to, hey, maybe we're going to get an XL class ship. It may not be the Tropical. Maybe they'll slide the Celebration over to us and the Tropical will stay in Miami. But it will make sense because
we lost you, TJ. Is he back yet, people? I don't know.
oh, I don't,
TJ.
yeah, I don't know what happened. Can you hear me?
Uh-oh. I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Yeah,
I can hear you over whatever. Is this Restream? I can hear you there. I don't know if it's like
yeah, I'm live, but yeah, I don't know what
here.
happened. It just knocked me off and put you up. So that Ensenada Bay Village can hold up to 9,000 people a day. So that's 2 ships. So it can hold. So that means it can do an XL class ship and another ship because we're losing the Carnival Forensi and 27, and we're going to get the Legend. But the Carnival Legend is only going to be here for 6 months, and it's specifically going to do Hawaii sailings.
Okay.
So, what do you think about that theory about an XL class ship coming over here?
I like it. I like the theory. I like it. I mean, would they be bold enough to bring a new XL class ship out there? Because Celebration has, the pastel colors and stuff like that for Miami.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It hasn't been branded like Jubilee out of Texas with the star. Would they do that? Mardi Gras. Maybe, but would they be bold enough maybe to bring out a brand new one over to the West Coast and go get out ahead of the curve? You see what Royal's doing, you see what MSC is doing. So do you try to get out in front of that curve and bring out a brand new ship to okay? Well, they're gonna bring out some ships over here. Well, we're gonna bring out a one of our brand new ships over here,
and that makes sense. A brand new ship at a brand new shore destination. It makes perfectly good sense. YFC said they should move the Celebration ship to the West Coast if they fix the Long Beach situation. No. Like Bill said, no. Celebration should stay out there in Miami, and we should get a brand new ship with a brand new destination. I mean,
that's not quite what I said.
I know.
I don't know. I mean, it would be easy to change the theme, or wouldn't even have to change the theme. Just move the ship.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if Carnival could be bold and bring out a brand new ship to the West Coast. We got a lot of places like Australia. They get the leftovers. Texas they get the leftovers. Jubilee. I'm sorry, somebody corrected me last time I said that. Jubilee was the experimentation with Galveston as far as bringing a brand new ship to Texas. But would Carnival do that the same thing on the West Coast? I don't know.
YFC celebration ship until they build a new ship later at 2029, right? But hold on, check this out right here, everybody. What's up, everybody? Your boy TJ's Destinations is nominated for 3 Meet and I YouTube Awards. And in typical TJ fashion, guess where I'm at? On the cruise ship. That's right. I was nominated for Best New Channel, Best Solo Male Traveler, and Best Live. Get your votes in there. Hey, I'd like to thank all my peers and colleagues out there that put me up for nominations. Make sure you guys go out there and get your vote in. The Meet and I Awards is January 17th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on YouTube. So make sure you tap in, subscribe, and watch as we celebrate great content creators during this awards show. I'll see you guys there. Tell everyone that we got it.
Tell everyone. TJ, you snuck that one in on me.
Man.
You snuck that one in on me. You know, do I come out here and bash you for best solo male traveler when I'm up for that award too?
Hold on. Here it goes.
1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go. It's my time to rise. It's my time to shine. It's my time to live. It's my time to fly. It's my time.
You didn't help me out with that one.
Oh, so
Sweet.
this
Hold
is
on.
from
Where's my Midnight Award winner shirt from last year? But it was for best solo traveler. But no,
yes.
it's gonna be good.
And I awards, like you just said, it's January 17th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Myself and Bill Warmstrong, he's been nominated, 3-4 different categories? What categories?
Three categories. Best intro, best collab channel, best male solo traveler.
Yes. Voting ends at 10 p.m. tonight Eastern Standard Time. Vote for everybody. Bill's got a great channel, especially his great collabs with Scott for Controversial Cruising.
You're gonna make me do what we do on our show right here.
Look at that. He's got hardware.
I got hardware. I mean, I don't have a commercial here, but I have hardware.
Yes, Bill has your hardware. Yes, I was nominated for Best Live, Best Solo Male, Best New Channel.
But yes.
So definitely get your votes in there. Check out all the different creators, content creators that were nominated. Very dope channels, different unique channels. A lot of them are in this chat right now. Check them out. A lot of great information. You have a lot of content creators that are cruising families. It's out there.
It is.
Great.
That's the great thing about the awards is that it's not like one specific genre. I mean, you get to meet a lot of great channels out there, and I think Big Murph is nominated. YOLO is nominated. Team Reese is nominated. Your favorite. I mean, there's some in this chat. There's so many people nominated, and I don't think whoever you vote for, I don't think you can go wrong. So just as much as I'm, kidding with TJ right now, if he won, he deserved to win. If I win, well, I deserve to win. But you get the picture. I like him, but I want to win. But if he wins, I'm not going to be mad about it.
Right. Yeah, it's a good thing for the content creators and everything out there. Oh, everybody's coming up with the jokes now.
Yeah. Well, ouch. I got to sit here and take it.
Hey, it's like this. You got hardware behind you. All I got is just a pull. I just got to pull.
I got to sit up here and try to make the best of a bad situation.
Oh, no. You got that, Bill. You got that. Right here. Hey.
Thanks, Keisha.
Hey, thanks a lot, Keisha H, for putting up the voting form. Definitely go out there and vote for everybody. Go out there and vote. Yeah, it's going to be real nice. So, Bill, are you going to come out here to the West Coast when they do open up Ensenada Bay Village?
Oh yeah, guaranteed.
Okay,
guaranteed. I want to see it. I mean, I'm not prejudging. I'm just things that I would like to see happen out there.
Right.
I went to. I finally got to it. Celebration Key, and I think. I just think just a couple of things they missed out on as far as doing it, and some of the beaches were a little bit rocky, but those are things that you can fix over time. Everything can be fixed over time.
Right. So, and the thing is, when they did Celebration Key, you had a lot of people comparing it to other destination private islands, and you can't do that because it's new. The other companies of private islands had years to fix and change things, and Celebration Key is only what, 5 months in, and they have
It's
time
not
to
long.
change
It's not
and do
long.
stuff.
They can, and I believe they still have more space to build other things.
Oh, they are. They're doing that phase 2. As you look at the island on the right hand side, that's going to have the lazy river water park and other stuff. So that's going to be great to see once they add that on there. Welcome in, Dre, Michelle. Welcome in.
Welcome in.
So yeah, that's going to be a great thing to see when they do that. And are you going to go on the festival?
Eventually, I want to see the layout. My only problem when you start building 7 or 8 of the same class of ship,
Right.
it gets boring because all you do is just change the name of the bars.
Right.
And if you follow like Royal, they switch it up. They'll build a Oasis class ship, then they'll build an Icon class ship, then they'll go back and build another class. So it's not the same ship coming out back to back to back. So yeah, but am I going? Yes.
Yeah, because I know in the festival they're talking about from where the alchemy bar is like on that one level, in that walkway as you're going to the dining hall, they're going to bring it down where Emeralds is at. It's going to be a bigger bar.
Right, and that's what it needs to be. I mean, so
Right.
Those are kind of innovations. If you're going to have innovations, those are the ones that I want to see. Is very popular bar, but where it's laid out right now, it's stretched, for a mile long. So you don't get the vibe of the bar because the people on the ends, they're not there in the conversation with everybody else. But if you put it more in a more compact area, it'd be like more of a bar feeling.
Yes. And also, they're not going to have the boat roller coaster. That back end of the ship is going to be a bunch of slides and stuff. So, yeah, it's not going to have the roller coaster. So, again, it's going to be interesting to see what it's like. And like I've talked with Paul from PB Travels, like, is the Tropical going to be a straight copycat of the Festival? Are there going to be any changes between the two? Because they're coming out a year apart. Are they going to be identical?
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing. I just show me you're getting better, and I'll gladly come on. And maybe even the inaugural cruise. But if it's the same ship, just different names, I'll wait till the price comes down.
Yeah, so I'm ready for that, and I'm anxious to see what the Ace class is going to bring.
Yes, I'm so glad that they realized, and I know some of you may love it, but like the boat, that was a failure, and they're taking it off these newer ships. So I'm glad to see that.
Everybody's there chatting it up with everybody. Dre up in there, Big Merv. I'll talk about the Meet Nine Awards and the cipher. So, are you going to do a cipher, Bill?
No.
Come on. You got to spit them lyrics.
No, I mean I could, but then you guys wouldn't have a chance. So.
Oh.
So I want you guys to win.
Oh.
One of you.
Well, shoot. Hey, thanks for coming up, Bill, for the day on today's episode, or this month's episode of On the Lido Deck with TJ. Can Ahmad drop a link to Warmstrong's YouTube page on here so they can check out Warmstrong's adventures? I'm going to drop his page up in here. And definitely get in there and vote.
Make sure you go vote. Whoever you vote for, just doesn't matter. Just make sure you get out there and vote.
Oh yeah.
Vote for TJ for he has 3 awards. He's up for 3 awards. You can vote for him for 2.
Oh,
Dre, yeah, you see. Come on, man. Come on. I mean, okay. Besides you, let's name some other stuff from the West Coast of Michigan. Let's what music came from the West Coast? Come on now, you know the music, east side of Michigan. Come on, Dre.
Oh yeah, because you both out there in Michigan.
Well, I'm Michigan. He probably considers himself more Chicago, more Green Bay-ish. He doesn't claim the Lions. I mean, come on. What kind of man? Come on, Michigan man.
Oh, so he's a
Even though
pretender.
it's not the right time to be talking about Michigan, though. Okay, that's all I want to say.
Yeah. Woo. Hold on, real quick. Just say that it sucks because they're in the running for the playoffs, and they need a new coach.
No,
now.
they're out the playoffs.
Oh, they out? Okay.
Are you talking about Michigan?
Yes.
No, they don't. They lost to Ohio State. They didn't have a chance after that.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Keisha.
Okay, cool. There it is. Check out Warmstrong Adventures. Check out his page. All that good stuff. Hey, I will see you guys next month on the Lido Deck, on the Lido Deck with TJ and Bill, Warmstrong Adventures. Catch you guys later, guys. Thanks for stopping in.
Take care. Bye-bye.